Do you know that celery and buckwheat are considered major allergens in other countries? I know, right? So, what I'm about to share with you today, I bet is something you don't know about food allergens and labeling. Hi, I'm Masha. I am a mom of son with multiple food allergies, and I'm also navigating my own food sensitivities. So recently I read an article, an academic article on food allergies in Asia. And what surprised me is to find out that buckwheat allergy is a significant issue in Asia. Now, for those of you that don't know, buckwheat is actually a highly nutritious and naturally gluten-free grain. It is a staple in our home and in places like Russia and Ukraine, which is where I'm from. But I think in like North America, we mostly see it as a healthy niche alternative type of grain. But check this out. In Japan, it is a massive historical staple, famously used to make soba noodles, so the exposure to public is huge. Now, there was a landmark study done in 1998 out of Yokohama City University, which surveyed over 90,000 school children. And what it discovered is that buckwheat was actually a leading grain causing sudden allergic reactions. So, because of how common and quick acting these reactions were, Japanese government passed a law in 2002 making buckwheat a major top tier allergen alongside milk, eggs, wheat, nuts, and shrimp. How about that? Now let's look at Europe, for example. So celery is an ingredient or a common ingredient in stocks, spices, even processed meats here in North America. But in European Union, celery and mustard are considered major food allergens since 2005, alongside mustard, sesame seeds, and mollusks. But much of this allergy is actually caused by cross reactivity. And according to Food Allergy Canada, those people that are very sensitive to certain types of pollens, like birch or mugwort, their immune system can be tricked by celery. And what I mean by that is because celery shares similar proteins to the pollens, the body reacts to the celery as if it were the pollen. So I could see this becoming a major issue, especially for travelers and those that are coming from Europe to US and Canada, because unlike the EU, US and Canada, celery in US and Canada is not considered to be a major allergen. So in coming here and looking for the products that don't have the contains label, which would indicate the major allergen like celery, would be a problem because it could be hidden into terms like spices or natural flavoring. Moving on to India. So it is so fascinating for me to see how different countries handle food labeling. And take India, for example, because of their incredibly diverse cultures and religions and dietary traditions, they actually have a system which uses color-coded symbols to tell you if the food is vegetarian or not. So basically, if you see a green dot, then it means that the food is vegetarian. And if you see a brown triangle, that means that the food is non-vegetarian, which means it contains meat. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with food allergies? Well, actually quite a bit, because let's say that you are traveling and you have a fish or shellfish allergy. And if you're in a grocery store in Mumbai, this color-coded system, these color-coded symbols will become your first filter of information to let you know whether this product contains meat or not. So it will actually help you make safer choices on the road. So here is a takeaway for you. Food safety laws are not universal, as we know, and what one country might flag as a major food allergen could be different in another. And as a family living with food allergies, we consider reading labels as our daily habit, our daily life. And looking at these global differences is just another reminder to continue to be our own detectives. So heading into the travel season, please make sure to stay vigilant. as at the end of the day, you are the best advocate for your own health. Let me know in the comments if any of this information was as new to you as it was to me. I hope you have an amazing day. Make sure to check out this other video right here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.